Yo, 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 Nothing's Normal podcast. It's your host, Spinanks, back at you with another episode. Shout out to Kurt for this new setup, man.
It's
the first episode with the new setup. One of the real tranquil, nice calm vibe. You know, when you go get the massage, they play the little rain sounds or the chakra music or something like that. Like real chill vibe, man.
Wow.
With that being said, shout out to Green Leaf Studios. That's where we at. This episode is sponsored to you by GLF. Shout out to the team, GBA, Nothing's Normal. But without further ado, man, enough about me, who I got sitting to the left?
Gregory.
Gregory?
You know what I'm saying? you know, Gregg Self, Big Greenburgh, we here.
For sure, G Self, man. Let me shake your hand, brother, man.
My boy. First off, before we even get started,
let's get it.
I'm proud of you, bro.
I thank you,
I've been watching, I DM you all the time, I text you all the time, tell you how proud I am, what you got going on. You, the whole GBA staff, Nothing's Normal. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, so.
And that means a lot coming from you, because like I always tell y'all, man, and I can speak for most of us in GBA, all us, our legend list didn't start, with celebrities like when we was kids, and we like the Ninja Turtles and shit like that. But our legends was coming up right here, man. You, like I said, the whole RBG, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. Y'all played a big part in our molding, watching y'all, and just rubbing shoulders with y'all. But over here at Nothing's Normal, man, we got this policy where we don't like to start the story on page 50. We like to start the story in the beginning to give the viewers a chance to to know the guests and see how y'all got the way y'all got and move how y'all move. So with that, you kind of touched on it, but with that being said, man, where you from, G Self?
I am from the one, the only, the immaculate, the greatest of the greatest, Big Greenburgh, man. 33 Oak Street, Manhattan Ave, Beach, Warren. We from that dirt, that soil. Home sweet home, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
And you come from one of the big I'm gonna call it tribes in the town of Greenburgh.
Yeah. The whole tribe.
With that being said, I want to touch right on to it. Family. I feel like you come from the Halls. Y'all are a good family structure. If I think of an ideal, when I think of family, y'all are some of the first names that come up, man. The way y'all move, a lot of unity. So with that being said, man, how was it for you coming up in Greenburgh, 33 Oak Street, the household, man?
Yo, man, so 33 Oak Street, we was right in 2A. It was all of us.
For sure.
It was all of us, you know what I'm saying? So me, Cordell, Laurel, Terrell, Mikey, Nancy, my moms, my grandparents, my uncles and all that. We was all in the 3-bedroom. And, family was everything. We was with each other every day, bunk beds, 2, 3, and 2, 3 in a bed at a time, you know what I'm saying?
For
Nancy
sure.
had her own room because she was the only girl, but
shout out to
other
Nancy.
than that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, family was everything, and we had us.
Yeah.
We had us, you know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
always the tight knit. My grandfather made sure that he taught us that family was first, and my grandmother was, praying for us, so
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah, and that was dope. I know your mom and pops personally.
Oh, yeah.
Good people.
Yeah.
Good people, man. You got an uncle that's younger than you.
2. I got 2 that's younger than me.
Yeah.
Ex-Cows and Dot. Good old M Dot. You know what I'm saying?
How was that, man? Did they understand coming up you was the uncle, man, and they was the nephew? Or you was the nephew,
I was the nephew
and they was the uncle. How was that process?
You know what it is? We all grew up together, and we all grew up in the same house, so our titles are nephew and uncle, but you couldn't tell us we was not different than brothers. You know what I'm saying? But it was a stretch. Like when we be outside and somebody, I'll tell Mikey to tell you to do something. I'm like, it don't work that way. Just because he's my uncle, I'm still older. You know what I'm saying? But that was the ongoing joke
For sure.
since birth. You know what I mean? But we all grew up as brother and sister, bro. Like it was, that's my uncle. He's my, don't tell Uncle Mikey. That was the funny thing. Everybody says Uncle Mikey to me. That's pretty funny. They don't say Uncle Cal. They say Uncle Mikey. Yeah. So
I'm guilty of that too.
Oh,
that was fascinating to me when I came to see that.
Because we all a year apart though. You know what I'm saying? So it's Cordell, and then it's me, and it's my brother Terrell.
Yeah.
No, so it's Cordell, it's me, then Laurel, then Terrell, and then Mikey. Mikey's a couple years after, but we was all like 1 year apart. Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out to Terrell too. That's my guy.
Full IQ.
Yeah, for sure. Greenburgh, man, fun area, very close knit. A lot of grew up with a core group of friends there. A lot of activities, man. We had the center and things of that nature. What's some things you did coming up in the town, man? coming up in a household that deep, man.
Football, man. You know, we played Pop Warner football, Greenburgh Falcons.
Yeah.
You know, we had Big Frank, we had Coach Lucky, Dwayne, Lewis's Dewey. Like, so, you know, we played football. We played football. That was big for us. Football was big. My goal in life at one point was to be a running back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But football was it. Skating.
Yeah.
You know, if you had to know how to skate.
Yeah, you gotta know how to skate.
You gotta know how to
man.
skate before you know how to walk.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
hard. That's tough. That's great.
You know
Shout out
what I
to
mean?
Tails, man. He taught me how to skate when I was a
shout out
kid.
to Tails. That's my boy.
That's
Fourth
crazy.
floor, you heard? And playing basketball down at the center or down back. You know what I'm saying? So we was always active. We was outside riding bikes. I wasn't a part of the crazy wheeling like that, but that wasn't nice at it. But like X-Cows was nice, Woody was nice, Bops was nice.
Legends.
But we always on our bikes and we was outside and we was active. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We talk about RBG, man. I know, like I said, that to me played a big part, and even in the formation of GBA. Talk about RBG for a minute. The brotherhood y'all built. You know, I see everybody, you know, took their different paths, but I still see y'all individually, and it's always good to see, you know, one of y'all. Talk to me about RBG, man, and the brotherhood that y'all built.
I mean, we was always together regardless. We was always together. You know what I'm saying? So we did RBG it was me. I mean, so many to name, like, you know what I'm saying? We had Stills, you know, Waynesy,
for sure.
You know, and Arnold, you know what I mean? Skeet, Badar, rest in peace.
Yo,
you know, Letho, rest in peace. You know, everybody was outside. We all had our bikes, man, and we was always together. So, like, literally, like, if we ain't in the house, we outside together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, we fought together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had our little squabbles here and there amongst each other, but that's what brothers do. You know what I'm saying? So, but we was outside. Whether we was riding the White Plains, riding the Elmsford, or wherever we was going, we was deep.
Mobbing, y'all was always deep.
Always.
The numbers was crazy.
Always deep.
I was a powerhouse, man. There was days you just had to see that. Yeah. I missed them days, man, seeing all of y'all. Well, fast forward, school, man. How was you in school? Did you go through the Greenburgh, you know, Central 7 School District?
Of course, from the mansion up to Woodland. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, at one point, it's Lee F. Jackson now, but it was Juniper Hill.
Juniper Hill, yeah.
You know what I'm
Juniper Hill
saying?
when I was
Juniper
there,
Hill.
too.
I didn't go to, before Bailey, what's up, school? Highview. I didn't go to Highview.
Yeah.
When I was there, it was 1st through 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And the year I graduated 3rd grade, Highview became the school after Juniper Hill, Lee F. Jackson.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, school was crazy. School was fun.
What before because we're gonna fast forward to your music. What were you interested in coming up? Like, what's one of the first things you wanted to be, man?
Again, just a running back. I loved music early. That's the thing. I love music early.
Right.
I love music early in time. Like barely days I started thinking about music.
Really? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But before that, and I was in the shoes early as well too.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing like some like report or something in the yearbook from like 1st grade was like, I want to have a lot of shoes.
Yeah.
So I was into it really early. But playing football, really, that was really it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Football, and then music took more of the weight as opposed to anything. But yeah, definitely music. You know what I'm saying? We all play football. So especially like we would play 33 versus 90 and 100, play against the projects, play against whoever. You know what I'm saying? So we had our own league inside Greenburgh.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It was crazy.
Yeah, Greenburgh is a big town, real segregated in factions.
Greenburgh is a huge town.
Humongous.
It's crazy. There's so many towns villages within this town. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't know why we don't got our own mail
post office.
Because then we could have Greenburgh on my license. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Outstanding Greenburgh member,
Word,
man.
Make that happen, man.
He wanted on his license. He not
Make
playing.
that happen.
Yeah. On the topic of shoes, man, what was your favorite shoe from the 90s? Because as soon as you mentioned shoes, I started thinking of like shoes from like 97, 98. Like I used to like the Tracy McGrady's.
Oh, yeah.
With the little zigzag joints. I love those.
Yeah.
I loved Penny Hardaway sneakers.
Classic.
These are sneakers you don't really hear about. It's really like in the Jordan era. But yeah, which one of your
the shoe that made me love sneakers was the Air Jordan 8 with the Bugs Bunnies with the cross strap.
I was thinking
that's
of
what
that.
made me love sneakers. The funny thing about that, so when those dropped, it was either in 5th or 6th grade when those dropped, and I had a kid shoe, right? So I'm in the class with Courtney, Big Court. I'm in the class with Mike Armstrong and all them.
Yeah.
So, and I wore kid size. I wear size 8 now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I wore super kid size, right?
Yeah.
So on the tongue of the 8s, it was like felt, like a, you know what I'm saying, like a carpet material. But on the kid side, it was just a stitch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of showed the boys from the men. And I had the stitch on mine, and niggas was flaming me. You got the fake Jordans. And I remember going home and telling my mom, "Yo, I'm wearing fake sneakers." She whooped my ass for that. You know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't fake.
Oh, she whooped your ass.
Yeah, like how dare you tell me I'm wearing?
Whooping your ass? She's so nice. You see her outside. Hey, baby.
That's when she became a grandma. She switched up.
Okay.
Don't let it fool you.
Oh, before. Okay.
She's a hoe. Don't let it fool you.
Jane Jackson. She.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So that one, but and so the Air Jordan 8s made me like, oh, I love shoes, and the Air Jordan 11 was like.
Yeah.
Like when I die, I want to wear 11s in my casket. That's what I want to do.
Okay, he's diehard sneaker guy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
When it wasn't cool to buy sneakers, I was buying sneakers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, looking good now too.
I try.
Speaking of sneakers, man, you got your own sneaker, man.
Yeah, man.
We got to talk about it, man.
So
yeah.
So I put out a sneaker 2 years ago.
Right.
I called it the Berg Green. I called it the Berg Green because I wanted Greenburgh to have a shoe.
For sure.
Definitely had that Jordan 1 look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was COVID era, so being in the crib, nobody was really outside.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? I paid for the sample. I got the shoe. And, I had to make a couple corrections on it, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I wanted us to have a shoe. Like, I wanted Greenburgh to have a shoe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I didn't want just the average green. So I mixed some colors up. And I'm like, you know what? Call it the Berg Green.
Yeah.
It had its design, everything, the design from the tree to the lettering, to the stitching, to the wax. Like, everything told the story of why I did it. You know what I'm saying?
And it was amazing. I don't think that's ever been done before in the town. I don't think anybody's ever. I think so. You sitting up there with 50, Jay-Z. The other guys who made their own
financially,
shoes,
nah, but yeah.
I know what you mean, but just as far as the idea, man, you gotta think big, man. You got your own shoe, man.
I feel like when it comes to the town, I think my name pops up when you talk about sneakers. My name it should pop up when it comes to sneakers and
music.
Definitely. Like I want to be somebody that the bros can look up to and say, "Oh, he did that, so I could do this."
That's
you know
a
what
fact.
I'm saying? So that's where, like, when I see a GBA, when I see Nothing's Normal, when I see Dominique with the divine timing and all that, like, it's like, that's under the wing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I want to say I played a part, and let's keep going. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good mindset to have, especially being in the generation you are. When you see younger generations emulating or things that y'all did, that's just a sign of y'all did the right thing. Y'all did something good.
Absolutely.
Be
Absolutely.
happy.
Yeah, they gotta be
dope.
happy.
I appreciate that.
You gotta do it because I got kids coming up now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they like my son, my oldest son, he wears GBA all day. Like like the GBA sweatsuits I got for me, I don't have no more. He has them.
Yeah.
He took all my sweatsuits. My little man has sweatsuits as well too. So
Yeah. Now, one thing about you support, man. You always
have to.
You're a supporter. Die hard. You support everybody in the town. You big Greenburgh for real.
That's my job.
Okay, man. So let's get into it, man. When you think of G Self, of course you think about sneakers, but
right.
One of the other things you think of is music. And I remember some of y'all old tracks. You, Vim, Jim, Scrap, Bots.
Yeah.
Them type of joints. Them type of that. Whew. That was a time, man. So talk to us about the music. You said you got into it 5th grade, 6th grade. But who inspired that, man?
Again, you said it. UDR, Vim, up the river, up north, Cartel. They so watching them inspired me. Like, to me, Vim, like I say it every time I go somewhere, I talk about him. To me, if he had the proper chance, he'd be like one of them GOATs.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be up there with Hov and Nas and them. Like, he is guaranteed. Unfortunately, we all fight demons, certain demons that we got to fight. But like, to me, if he had the proper situation, if somebody would have came and scooped him up, he'd be just in another planet. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get their respect. So him, T.O., Frosty. My uncle was rocking with them for a bit. And I wanted to get their respect. So I would say, yo, I can rap. And back then you had to get the permission, not necessarily to say, oh, you not rap if I can't say so, but like, if you're gonna rep Greenburgh, you gotta be nice. Like, you had to. You can't just say it. You had to be nice. Like, you had to earn that spot. And I got my spot. I got my shot when we was in a party in the projects, and DJ Head, shout out to Head.
Shout out to Head, man.
He's an OG. He's a classic.
Sure.
And he was like, yo, let him rap. He let me rap. The first time, the one rap that I knew, I said it. And Tim and them was like, yo, you nice. So I'm like, all right, cool. I earned my spot. Now it's time to get going. And then I started doing music with King Cass Kendrick and Joe Furby.
Okay, Joe
And
Ferg.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? If we had a group, it was 3 of us, we was called Diamond Eye.
Oh, Kendrick, yeah, Whack Man.
Yeah, Whack Man,
Sure,
yo. 'Cause you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like we had that going. Like we was really trying to have this 3-man group. And yeah, I was with them all the time. We was writing raps every single day. So, you know, we had to step it up that way. And then, you know, life took us to where life took us.
For sure.
And those are my brothers, but life took us to different directions. You know what I mean?
This infamous party in the projects that had, you know, shut the crowd down for you to rap. What year was this, if you remember?
Yo, that had to be, I want to say, what, 99 maybe?
Damn. Do you remember the rap?
No, it was too fast, bro. And I was rapping really fast then.
Okay.
I don't remember the rap, but that was the one rap that I did know at the time, pardon. And yeah, I don't remember the rap.
What before you rap, was you nervous? Like, how was that moment for you? That's big, man. You just visualized the projects back in them days. I can only imagine. That's a man.
The parties was full then.
Yeah.
The parties was full, and of course, like, you know, Tim and them had it on lock. So if they did something, everybody was already looking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for
You
me
had
to
to
get
come
my
behind
shot, right, I had to come behind that. But I also had to, like, you couldn't fuck up and be like, yo, don't spit no whack shit because you getting thrown out the party. You know what I'm saying? Like, you getting thrown out. Man. The chicks is gonna laugh at you, all that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Head was like, yo, get heads. I was like, all right. And then, you know, he put on Jizza, was it Liquid Swords or I forgot what beat it was, but he put it on and then I went.
Yeah.
I went, and, you know, at that point it was just like, all right, cool, you good at that point. I can listen to you now. So, you know, they gave me a shot and I took it. You know what I mean?
Your rap name G Self? That was
back then I was going to do so many names. I was going by Kid Fresh.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds dumb as shit now, but
man,
you know.
Kid Fresh, I mean, shit.
But again, at that point I was dabbling into the sneakers and all that, and I was trying to find my way, but it was Kid Fresh at the time.
Yeah.
Kid Fresh at the time.
As far as locals, that was dope, man. Like I said, a lot of y'all rapped. So talk to us about those processes, man, to create. Where did y'all record at back in them days? Like I said, them tracks with you, Bots, Jim Star. Like, where was y'all at, man? Because studios, I'm pretty sure, wasn't that big. Was y'all in the crib with it? Where y'all was at?
So some of the stuff I recorded at my own spot, I went and found some cheap-ass mic. My mom found me, like, some cheap-ass mic. The quality was horrible, but I got to record my own music. Kendrick had some ill setup at his crib. He had the ill setup with the mic and all that, so a lot of the beginning process was done at his house.
Right.
We would all just be over there and just recording all day long. And then after that, for me, actually, I didn't start really getting a good quality sound until I got to the studio at WCC.
Okay, shout out to Mike. You was there before Mike?
Yeah. Okay. So I brought Mike into the studio.
That's why I wanted to get the history.
You know what I'm saying? So,
you know,
what happened was I met Steele at WCC.
Yeah,
shout out to Steely One, man. Shout out to Steely One. That's legend. You know, stainless, and we doing that. That's
legend.
You see what it is.
For sure.
And one, you know, me and Steele started off very rocky. Like, we didn't really like each other at first. You know what I'm saying?
Like, rap attention? Like,
not even, yo, I didn't know, I'm going to tell a story. Okay. I don't know what the tension was. I just know I would see him.
He's like, and then you like.
Nah, he's skinny still now.
He was skinny?
He's big back then. Pause. He was.
Word?
Yeah. Right now we got skinny still. We got skinny in shape.
Yeah.
Still right now. You know what I'm saying? But back then he was much.
Bigger than that?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm like, why does this nigga keep looking? I don't know who he is. Like, who is this dude? Like, why he keep looking at me? Part of me in my brain, I'm like, I'm the flyest nigga up here in WCC. Maybe niggas is just hating. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought.
That's a fact.
And I'm like, nigga, do I know a female he knows or what is it? You know what I'm saying?
Scary times back in them days.
Scary times back then.
Early 2000s,
and
right?
I'm small, and this is fat me right now compared to what I was before.
For sure.
So I'm like, yo, and I'm like, I can't fight this nigga. I gotta shoot him. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, yo, ma, I gotta shoot him. I can't fight him. Right?
Yo, ma, I gotta shoot him.
I told her, like, straight, yo, I told her straight, like, ma, if I get into it, I gotta get out. You know what I'm saying? So he was just grilling me and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? And then, you know, long story short, I found out what the situation was. We found out who said what about whomever. Okay. Yeah. And I said, oh, where? He said that. I said, yo, come with me real quick. Where this nigga at? We went to go see homie, and, you know, at that point, still was like, oh, you a real nigga? I'm like, yeah, nigga, like, it's
real niggas
where I'm
here.
from. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and God forbid someone went down a phone call. WC is 2 minutes from the hood. So y'all might not have made it out. Y'all might not have made it out. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, so he was like, yeah, you rap, right? I said, yeah, I heard you rap. So we sat down at the table, we rhymed, and he was like, you ever been downstairs? And I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? It was a radio station downstairs.
A WCC.
So I was like, WCC. So I'm like, oh, so that was my first time going to an actual studio, and I'm like, oh shit. So he was like, yo, yeah, I record in this room, in the B room and shit. So I'm like, all right. I heard the quality and shit. And like the first time we got in the studio, we did like 2-3 songs the first day.
Off the rip.
And then he was like, yo, let's do some more music. So we just end up just literally like to the point, we did so much music in there. Like I basically dropped out of WCC because I would only go to WCC to record music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And push. But other than that,
right.
I didn't care for school. It was the studio.
In hindsight, people would have called you stupid for that. I said that before. Like, I think now we in the times where people are chasing their passion and purpose more.
Right.
It's more.
Right.
That's more normal.
Yeah.
Than
Then
back
it wasn't
then, it was
normal
like, oh my God, you didn't go to
Yeah.
college, just that and the third. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, you're done. You're
My mom was
doomed.
pissed.
Your life sucks. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
So
That's dope.
You know, we got the spot. Shout out to Mac, who was like management for the label now.
For sure.
He was the president or the vice president of the radio station.
Okay.
So when I say literally, we had 100% access. We had full studio time as much as we wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where if anybody else was in our studio, that was our studio at that time. So if anybody was in there and we wanted to record, yo, y'all gotta go.
Yeah.
Mid song, like we didn't care. Mid song, yo, you gotta get out of here. We gotta finish this record. And you can't save shit because we need the space. So you gotta record your shit. You got 5 minutes, get out. And we had it. Like we had full opportunity to do whatever we wanted. We did 2 mixtapes from your hood to my hood. I did my first mixtape in there. We was doing a whole bunch of shit in there. So and at that point, that's when Mikey came up to WCC and I'm like, yo, Mike, record me. So Mikey became like the engineer at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Mikey engineered a lot of projects, man.
Oh, absolutely. But to be very clear, I brought Mikey in.
You brought Unc up there,
Mike
man.
He ain't say that in the interview. Not that you know what I mean? He ain't said in the interview, but
he's watching.
I'm watching. He didn't say it in the interview. He didn't say it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But I brought him in, and then next thing you know, Rev is up there and all them, Scrap is up there, and I'm like, all right, we you know what I'm saying? We got it. So there it is. Y'all do what y'all do. As long as we can finish our work, y'all can do what y'all need to do.
And that's dope because, like I said, I didn't hear all the. I was young at the time, like I said, when you was in WCC. But I know Mike. You introducing Mike to the studio. He went up there and was engineering hits. Rev.
Oh yeah.
This is like I said. There's another name I'm not gonna say. Mike Cole. Rebel.
Yeah. Mike Cole
they was throwing heat. They was throwing
Nighthawk
heat.
was fire too. Be very clear. Nighthawk was fire.
Nighthawk. I'm trying to just think if I remember Nighthawk from the WCC like wave. Maybe
he might have been around that time. Maybe a little bit later actually.
Yeah, just like later. It looked like him and Sage. I'm not saying they wasn't around, but as far as me hearing the music, MySpace, like
Sage
Mikey and them had this shit on MySpace. I don't know if just
MySpace was popping at that point.
Yeah. That's dope. Now that we on the topic of music, we got to talk about X-Cal for a minute. I mean, just talk about being around X-Cal. I mean, is he in the crib? 'Cause X-Cal is like a myth to some people. Like when you hear his music, if you hear his music right now, you'll be like, what the fuck? He got tracks from maybe 15, 20 years ago that make sense today. In 2024.
So,
so talk about being around him. Like, is he just in the crib brushing his teeth, rapping? Like, what's the deal with X-Cal, man?
You know what it was?
It's the method
it's going to sound... I don't want to sound a little bro-ish because, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I kind of, like, picked up the idea of rapping, X was like, I could do it, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Cal's in the street.
Cal's outside.
Cal's is outside. So, if like, as rappers, we embellish. We could tell a story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to put words together. I can make up the most gangster shit if I wanted to. Most of it won't be true if I can say a bunch of crazy shit. But if Cal says it, it's real. It's real, you know what I'm saying? So, and Cal's was the one to tell me, like, Cal's would tell me, and he would tell anybody, Greg is the best in Greenburgh. Like, it don't matter who it was.
Including himself, he used to say that?
What? Yeah, he would. He would say that. He would say that, Greg is the best. Because you know what? I was doing all types of music. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all types of music, and I would do street shit, but I was killing party records. I was getting, like, college radio play.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn near on a Soldier Boy. You not lyrically. But like you had you was fucking around.
I like everywhere from the Bronx. I mean, all over the place was playing my shit, especially in the college radio. Like if we knew then what we knew now, we should have went on a college tour and just killed. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't have the know-how. We had no big homies to tell us what to do, which is why we try to do what we can for the people under us. You know what I'm saying? Or the young boys and all that.
Sure.
But but Cal, bro, like and then, when I finally got Cal to come to the studio and get some music done, he started recording and, I'm doing more songs and blah, blah, blah. So Cal's at one point was really, he was on. I got records with Cal's that are, like, crazy.
I feel like you and Cal should have did a project, man.
Yo, we should have. We should have.
I just feel like it would have been only right for the town, man.
And I
would
think
have loved
you know
to hear that marinate, that sound gel together.
I think we would have killed. I think what happened was I went into super work mode with the music, and Cal's he'll tell you like, I'm not spending all this time in the studio.
Yeah.
Like he'll tell you, nigga, I'm outside.
Yeah, that's the counter.
I'm outside. You know what I'm saying?
I remember
but
all
I'm
them.
not gonna spend all this time in the studio. Like he's like, yo, sun up to sundown, you're here.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride my bike. I'm gonna go get these cars, and I'm gonna be in the. You know what I'm saying? So, but
out
I
to
was in
Bobby
the studio.
Steele,
Like
man.
it was a different type of work ethic that I had, and anytime I called X for a verse, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was stupid. You know what I'm saying? And even with Mikey, like when I brought Mikey up, I'm like, yo, we here to work. If you're not gonna do this work, don't waste the time. And you see how Mikey worked.
Yeah.
See how he worked. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm learning a lot, man. You really you had a strong music influence. You one of the music influence pillars in that family. I got the order rearranged a little bit.
Well,
man.
yes and no. Right. But I know that my grandfathers and my uncles, his brothers and stuff, they all play instruments. Cordell was super ill on the drums.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my brother was making beats for us. So like the music was always inside the household.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like the music was always in the household, and you know, I guess hip hop kind of took me that direction to do it. Like I could do this shit myself too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you start with the my name is Greg and I'm here to say raps and you know blah blah blah. And at that point, it's just like, I can really do this shit. I can really do this shit. And like I said, Cal's is you really good at this. You nice. So we be and in a Skeet's house. Shout out to Skeeter. You know what I'm saying? That's Fruity Loop days. Skeets was making crazy beats. Jem was making crazy beats.
Fruity Loop's crazy.
Yeah, we was making, and so we just had our own. Like in reality, if you think about it, like we could have got a label going if we knew it. You know what I'm saying? But
man, Greenburgh could have got everything going with those two generations right there from RBG down to GBA was so much. When you talk about basketball, football,
absolutely,
the music,
everything, acting. You know what I'm saying?
Culinary, motherfuckers, chefs, bikes, X Games. This is just
all
so
that.
much. It's so much in that group. Boxing.
Yeah.
Y'all can fight too. So it was a lot going on with y'all.
You had to.
Yeah. Talk about your creative process. I like to ask a lot of artists because y'all don't just do music. I consider y'all as real life artists. Y'all real life draw pictures and give visions when y'all speak, especially you, man. And somebody so versatile. You got many different styles, different types of music. Talk about your creative process, man.
Of course, I think once I found my flow, my style, I was able to kind of go in different directions musically. But everything from the beginning, I always wanted to be on some fly shit. I always wanted to talk about sneakers and girls and just money. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a thing like I wanted to do. And you know, and actually once I met Steele, it was like, yo, like we kind of like bounced ideas off each other. So like Steele, he was doing nothing but just gangster shit, right? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like you get mad bitches. Why don't you do like song for bitches? He was like, what? I'm like, do some fly shit for, you know what I'm saying? And he would go, all right, cool, I need you on some street shit. So we kind of like, I would focus on just songwriting and it was like, yo, we're gonna do, but actually, hold on, real quick, I'm gonna tell you right now. Before the songwriting, I was on some battle rap shit. I was heavy into battle rap.
I was gonna get to that.
Heavy into battle rap. I won mad competitions, trophies and shit. And actually, I won the competition at WCC, and this girl who was there, and it's crazy, she was saying, oh, you need to come to Harlem. I'm like, why? She was like, you need to come to Harlem. That's where the real battle rap is. So she said, yo, you ain't ready for Rex.
That's crazy. I'm not ready Rex, my favorite battle rapper.
Yo, shout out to Rex. I don't know him personally.
Yeah.
So, and this is, I go far back like this. I would hear Rex's name, and he was tearing shit up in Harlem. But she said, you ain't ready for Rex. Yo, I'm going to set you up with Mook first. Because you're not ready for Rex.
Look at the irony.
Right. You know what
Rex
I'm saying?
Is outside
so I'm like,
before Mook.
Around the same time, but Rex had the name going. Rex had the name going, right? So, and we was going to do Lines Den. We was going to do Lines Den.
Ooh, that
and
was
it was supposed to, it was me, it was Lux and all them. You know what I'm saying? So the thing was, I was supposed to do Lines Den, and we was going to set up for me versus Mook. And I had gotten into some trouble, and, you know, I couldn't move around, blah, blah, blah. I got into some shit.
Yeah.
And so it didn't go down.
He was with it, though?
From what it was, so at that point there was no social media, so I couldn't hit them. He said, she said, so I had to go through her to get to the people over there and shit.
This landline days, man.
Landline days. This is landline days, and she was like, well, you know what I'm saying, and you know, you got to bring at least 500. I said, yo, tell him to bring a stack.
Oh, you was right. Oh, so you didn't give up. You ain't care.
I said, let's go. Oh, listen.
Mook.
I was ready to bring a stack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Set it up. Self versus Mook, right?
Make
So
that rap
and I
right on
didn't
the
know
block.
who Mook was. I didn't know who Mook was.
Right.
And I never even had the conversation, but because my buzz was growing inside the battle rap realm and what
For
they was
sure.
doing, I heard about it. I heard about the Lions Den.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yo, if that's gonna be where I'm at, that's what I'm gonna do. So
Yeah.
I thought battle rap was gonna be my path,
Yeah.
but it wasn't as big as it was now.
Yeah, I can
You know
see
what
you
I'm saying?
battle rapping.
Oh yeah. No, especially
Big
like I would listen. If I could find something wrong with you, like
Yeah,
if your
it's up.
sneakers were dirty,
Yeah.
oh, it's over. It was over. nigga.
Shout out
It was
to
a
Mook. You
wrap.
know he got the Mook got the.
You know what I'm saying?
But battles back in them days, you'd have had to bring the whole block out there.
You had to bring the whole
those,
block
that was
out,
them times.
and it was,
That-
and
could
you
go
had
down.
to like, it wasn't 3-minute rounds and you stopped. No, it
Yeah.
was like you had to have
Ammunition.
15, 20 rounds, bro.
Yeah.
So when she was saying, you know, I was literally writing rhymes. So I had a good 15 in the clip ready to
Yeah.
go,
Ooh.
and it wasn't 16 bars. You had to it was
going.
100 bars, bro.
100 bars a clip.
100 bars. You had to be, and it was like until time was done, until you
Yeah.
was done with your raps.
Yeah.
And if you could just outdo one more rap than somebody, then you would win. You know what I'm saying? But it just never went down. I got into some shit, got into a little bit of trouble, you know. And
Shit
then,
happens.
shit happens. It just never went down. But it's crazy how I see things now. Like part of me in my brain is like, damn, if that battle would have happened and we got it on tape.
You would have been on smack on one of them. And
All
it
that.
would've
It
been like,
would have been a smack battle. It would've been a Lions Den or smack battle. Who would have
whichever
been
one.
there to
Either
record it.
they both. I mean, Lions didn't play a pivotal part in what we see today
Oh yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
For
yeah.
sure.
So
Shout out to
and
Lux.
they definitely show love. So
Yeah.
that almost happened. That
Yeah.
almost happened.
That would have been nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Music influences, man. Who somebody you listen to? Who's the people who do you respect they pen, man?
Super big Nas fan.
Yeah.
Super big Nas fan. My son's name is Nas. I got Illmatic tattooed on my arm and shit. Like to me, Nas is the greatest of all time. To
Wow.
me,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like definitely Hove, Big, Pac, DMX.
For
DMX,
sure.
yo.
Rest in- we know we used to
DMX,
see him a lot in the
You used to see
town.
him. Yo, you know what's crazy? I tell you, I'm giving you exclusives. Well, not exclusives, the story. So I remember being in the crib, right, when It's Dark and Hell is Hot was dropping. That was the Street Team days, right? Street Team days. I'm in the crib chilling. My mom comes in the house with like a bunch of like CDs and posters. So I'm like, where you get this from? Now, my mixtapes was crazy. You know, X was crazy on the mixtapes then.
Hell
He
yeah.
was big on the
What's
mixtapes
pro-
then.
yeah, okay.
He was big in the mixtapes.
I
So
don't remember.
yeah, no, he was big in the mixtapes. And I remember he had Get At Me Dog, but he also had a freestyle with the Locks on the Get At Me Dog beat. So I'm like, how does a dude have a song and a freestyle on the same beat? So that shit,
X was, whew.
he was a monster. So I'm like, Mom, where you get this from? He's like, oh, this guy, he's handing out CDs and stuff. I said, who? She said, the guy on the CD. I said,
Him?
him. He was like,
Dog
yeah,
made that.
him. He's downstairs in the lobby with his wife right now. I might have had on some socks and other than maybe my drawers or some short
Pajamas.
drawers. I ran downstairs, bro. I ran downstairs and the Rough Rider truck pulled off.
Damn.
So yeah.
That's tough.
And I was mad at my mom. I'm still mad at her now. I was mad at her. I'm like, she's like, baby, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
She know who he was?
X was in it. He was in 33 Dolly with his wife handing out stuff.
Now Bobby Brown was down there. She might have knew what was going on.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? This DMX, she,
You know, but that was crazy. Like, and so yeah, X was in the hood. He was in the hood
sure.
handing out flyers and
he used
doing
to bring
all
his
that.
dog through the hood.
So he'd bring his dog
Missy.
through the hood, pull
Missy,
up.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but that was something. But X was a huge influence for me. Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah.
Snoop was crazy.
Legend.
And me and X, we used to listen to down south music early.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Down south
Lil
music early.
Johns and all of them.
No, before that, bro.
Outkast?
Before that, Outkast and all that. So Outkast was on their way up.
Yeah.
That was before 3 Stacks was dressing with the shoulder pads and the wigs and shit. But you know what I'm
Just
saying?
when he
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It is what it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, so we would sit down, listen to albums, bro.
Who from down south though? From back then? I'm trying to think, man. Now you got
Again, it was Goody
Scarface
Mob.
in them.
Scarface was crazy.
Yeah.
Scarface was crazy. Goody Mob.
Yeah.
Goody Mob.
Remember 8 Ball and MJG?
8 Ball
I used to fuck. They can
MJG.
rap. 3 6 Mafia. I was
8
living
Ball
in Maryland.
MJG. 8 Ball was nice to me. I thought he was
Yeah.
super nice.
8 Ball was a beast.
And his flow was crazy too. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I would just explore different music. And I had this thing. And my mom knew I would only cut class for 2 reasons: to get a pair of sneakers and to get a Nas album.
Okay.
To the point where and I would come back to school. But I'm
Stillmatic. That's 01. You was out of it. You
Illmatic,
went to
yeah.
Kmart.
Before that, you know what I'm saying? Nas is like,
Yeah.
it was written. I
Oh,
didn't go.
shit.
I would walk from Woodlands to Central Avenue. What was it? Kinko's. No, I mean Coconuts. Coconuts was it.
yeah.
Coconuts
I
was it.
remember
Tower. And I would go get the album, come back to school. But I would leave and I would tell them, yo, mom, today the album comes out. they're gonna tell you I left school.
Sure.
I'm gonna go get the album. Like,
Yeah.
I have to go get it. There was no way around it, and I will go get it. You know what I'm saying? So, and my mom, she got me. It's funny. She got me the Doggy Style album.
Ooh.
She got me Doggy Style. She didn't realize the vulgarity of that album.
She might have corrupted you low key.
Yeah, low key,
Yeah.
and she was like, "What are you listening to?" I was like, "Mom, you bought me this album," and she was like, "Give me that shit."
Doggy Style, what she think? It was Labradors and
Right,
Golden Retrievers?
right. But I guess you know what? Because it was the dogs, a cartoon on the
Yeah,
album. But
yeah.
so I had all that. I had the posters, Word Up magazine, Right On, and all that.
Yeah.
So my room was full of posters and all that shit. So yeah, man.
Oh, you got one of them hip hop rooms.
Yeah, I had
man.
the hip hop.
There's
So
some people
me and my
got
brother had bunk beds. I had the
Yeah.
top bed because I'm the older brother. So I had the top bed.
sure.
So that my top was just like the top bunk. That the wall was just hip hop stuff. My posters, my Snoop Dogg posters, my Wu-Tang posters, all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Do you have any projects out?
Well, I mean, the last project I put out was 10 years ago, bro. That was 33 Oak Street.
Okay,
You know
I
what I'm
remember that
saying?
project.
That to me, people still call that a classic. We're gonna re-put that out again. That was before the whole digital. I'm gonna put that out again. The next project I'm dropping is Soul Stories,
Soul Stories.
which is basically it's music for the culture, for the sneaker culture.
Mm-hmm.
I got a song called. First we dropped Tim's, which did crazy.
I remember, yeah,
Shot the
Tim's.
video in the hood.
Yeah.
Dunks is out right now. I got New Balance. I got 85 Jordan Versace loafers. I got Black Air Force Ones with Styles. I got a bunch of shit, bro. I got a bunch of shit, and majority of the album is geared towards the sneaker world, and I'm excited for everybody to hear that shit, bro. Like I said, I got Styles on the album, so that was God's work, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me. Fast forward, man. You had a sneaky tour, man. I feel like I just
Sneaky
woke
tour.
up one day and saw you on stage, and then I saw the crowd going crazy, and it gave me. I remember watching the interview. Tony Yayo, shout out to Tony Yayo from G Unit, man. He's one of my underrated legends. Like that's
They'll show love when he see me too.
yeah, okay, that's fire. But he was talking about like just overseas in general and the love that they show over there, and you know, it's a lot of opportunity over there. So when I saw that, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Look at that was a crazy turnout,
Yeah,
man. You would have thought Bon Jovi was performing, man. I
Shout out to
respected
Poland,
that,
bro.
man.
Shout out to Gadang, shout out
Talk
to
about that,
Poznan.
man. Even the
So-
tour, man.
Yeah,
What
so
was
you
that
know,
about?
The tour, Stainless tour.
Stainless tour.
So I went out there with the team, with the label.
Right.
Still been out there already. Dre been out there already. And it was like, yo, you doing this music again? You back on your shit? Get your passport. We out.
Yeah.
Get your passports. Tim's is out. Tim's is rocking. Let's go. Get on the plane and we out. And we end up doing. We did Germany. We did Poznan. We did Gdansk. And the big show was a festival, 10,000 strong in there, and they showed love, bro. And it was.
I saw that,
it was
man.
Incredible, bro.
Now, was that their first time hearing your music?
Live, yes.
They was
live,
fucking with it.
Yo, so my streams over there is pretty good. My streams is really, really good. So being there in person, they were showing love. I had people waiting for the end of the show to get pictures. You know, we jump in the crowd and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just love,
Jumped
bro.
in the crowd.
We jumped in the crowd. We jump in the crowds and we get busy. We get active on stage. Our stage show, like, and yo, between me, Still, Dre, our stage show is crazy.
Yeah.
Not too many niggas is fucking with it, especially when it comes to that stage.
Show.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Talk about that moment, man. I mean, the energy when you first step on that stage. I mean, is palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms is heavy type of moment?
Yeah.
Or
So,
you felt like you was geared?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I was nervous because like one is my first time out there. But I think anytime before I go on stage, anytime before I rock anything, before I even did this podcast, you always get a little bit of nerves because
sure.
you know you love what you do and you wanna do good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to. It was like I said, my first time out there, and even it was a point where even like Steele and Dre, I seen it when I watched the video after. They kind of let me just have that moment of being out there on that stage by myself,
Yeah.
or they backed up and just let me have that moment. And they always told me, yo, just get ready because once you're ready to go, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So I have that nerves. But once that first song hits, it's game time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. It's like before a fight. You feel what I'm saying? Before a
Definitely
game
got
or something.
yeah.
You know, you game plan, do what you do. But you can game plan as much as you want until it's time to get down and you got to do what you do.
I'm
Everybody
glad you
got to
said
plan
that.
until you get punched in the mouth, right?
Yeah.
They say.
I'm glad you said that because that's important, man. That's the one of the goals of the platform is to give people coming up behind us, you know, let them know these feelings and emotions and failures and this is all natural. These is quote
100%.
unquote normal. Like,
Of
you know,
course.
sometimes we look at the finished product and we don't really see people don't really speak or document the process or the times when it get rough. So
right. Oh yeah.
They'll have somebody on a come up thinking like, damn, I'm not good enough, or you know, this is just not working out.
Everybody has that feeling, bro.
Absolutely.
I've had it. I'm sure you've had it. Everybody's had that feeling,
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. I perform the best. Sometimes a person might not even know. Like, damn, I ain't really I wasn't too confident in that.
Right.
And it's still
right.
that.
Yeah, no.
That's dope, man.
We people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
As we wrap it up, man, we got to talk about it, man. Kendrick and Drake, man.
Oh, woo.
In your opinion, man, I mean, you're a lyricist, but you're also somebody who understands marketing and also played around with different sounds. So I feel like you can relate to both artists, man.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that beef? And do you rate that beef up there with like the beefs from that we come up in, like, you know, like I said, the 50 Ja, Jay-Z, Nas. There's a million beefs, but back then I just feel like the way they documented it, that was something. Everybody was couldn't wait to get on the radio and hear the response. It was huge. This times changed. It didn't really give me that feel.
Okay.
But I want to ask a musician his opinion on that.
I liked what they did. I liked what they did. I like the fact that Kendrick is back outside. You know, Kendrick is, you know, he's in the cut. He do what he do. He don't have to. Kendrick but he doesn't necessarily have to have album after album or a collab with everybody. Yeah. So he does what he does. You know what I'm saying? And like Kendrick said, I think Drake woke a sleeping giant. But Drake is for it. Drake is with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I appreciated the fact that it was back to back with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, you know, Kendrick, another song. So we'll be up talking and shit, and next thing you know, bing. Meet the Grams, like the fuck, and then family ties and all that, or like what, like, you know what I'm saying? So I loved it. I thought it was super dope. I mean, if I had to choose a side, I would say Kendrick got that one.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely different because like this is internet. This is fun. This is fun situations as opposed to like back in the day, like
Hit Factory.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas were seeing each other. It was shots. It was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You would hear and you see East Coast West Coast wars or however they want to portray that. Like me, like I loved when it was Hov versus Nas. You know what I'm saying? That Ether drop was incredible. Like Ether dropped 6 months after that shit
it took some time.
You know what I'm saying? It took some time. So, but right now it just shows how everything was so microwave now compared to like you kind of would wait and you would come back with the fire track. Another crazy one was Beans and Kiss.
Kiss, oh my God.
That one to me, that was probably the greatest.
That was one of the best.
That was probably one of the
lyrical
greatest.
exercise on both sides.
Yeah.
Who you got with that?
With that, yo, it was extremely close. Like when Beans rhymed over "Put Your Hands Up," that was stupid. And then when Kiss came back, to me, when Kiss said, "You got me on tape." Hard Knock, Life Tour, Hugging Your Moms. That I said, oh, he won. That was to me. That was crazy.
And then I think Kiss went to Philly, I think, and dissed them at the show.
Yeah, and then they booed him. They booed the shit out of him.
That was still. That was still times. He went to Philly.
Yeah,
Philly's one of the murder captains right now.
Kiss is the 914 nigga. You know we different. You know we different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Different.
But those two. And again, you can tell, like, even now when they talk about it, I said it was personal because they was mad cool. They was chill like that. You know what I'm saying? And those two lyrical giants, to me, I was on edge, bro. I loved it. So
that was tough.
If I had to choose a side, I'm going with the 9. I'm going with Kiss.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, it was equal.
Yeah, I can't really call it.
Yeah, you can't call it. That's just I'm not one for bias.
Like Kiss was finesse with it. Kiss was like real tactical. I would have called Kiss like a Floyd Mayweather. Then I would have classified Beans as like a Marvin Hagler. Beans just went in there, bro, just brawling.
That was a crazy.
But Kiss was surgical. Like Kiss was hitting that nigga hit hard. Chest shot.
Kiss is one of them ones. He's a GOAT. He's Mount Rushmore for me. So.
Oh, you know what I mean? He's Mount Rushmore for anybody. He has to be.
I need a record with Kiss though. Let's make that happen. I got Styles. I need Kiss. I need Chic.
Yeah.
Let's make that happen.
So it's like when it comes to hip hop, guys like Chic, Tony Yayo. They got classic albums, man. Like Predicate Felon was a classic album. Chic got an album that Chic can rap, man. We don't really speak on these guys.
I think they should. And people need to listen. Like Chic said, what did he say? He said to me, I was like, he said for the times that I paid for 20 and he gave me 12, the other 8 had to be baking soda by itself. I said, what? Did y'all hear what this nigga is saying?
And then them freestyles from back in the days, the Flex freestyles, Kiss was eating
even back when they was with Hood and all that. It was,
I was gonna ask you, did you? Because J Hood went to Woodlands.
He went to Woodlands for a bit. Yo, so Hood was me and Hood used to spar all the time.
That's dope as fuck.
We used to spar, and that was like I said, you had to have like rhymes on top of rhymes on top of rhymes. I remember, I ran track, right? And I fucking missed like 3 races because me and Hood was rapping at a track meet. Like hours, we were rapping hours. So like you had to like, that's the core that we came up in. Like you had to have bars, you had to have raps. Like it wasn't just 1 or 2 raps, but that wasn't enough. Yeah. If you couldn't rap for an hour, 2 hours, it just wasn't enough. So me and Hood used to spar all the time. Yeah. Used to spar. Shout out to Hood, you know what I'm saying? He's still doing what he do.
Yeah, I haven't really heard too much from him, but I know back in them days, Hood was active, man.
Very active.
The mixtape, yeah.
And then, you know, shit went left. Yeah. You know what I mean? But Hood was on a couple UDR albums. What? Yeah, I think he was back then. He was going by J Love.
Okay.
He was going by J Love back then.
J Hood.
Yeah, J Hood. You know what I'm saying? He was my J Love, but Hood was a monster. Yeah. He used to just spar on top of spar.
I mean, what's your opinion on rap beef? Have you ever indulged in have you ever wrote a diss track?
I have.
Shit was too friendly. I like the competitive nature.
No, we had to. It was crazy. My man, shout out to my man Retro. That was my man, and we kind of went at it. And I had to get at him one good time, and he got back at me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say no names now, right? I'm gonna leave a clue. I ain't gonna say no names right now because it's very irrelevant. But you see, I dropped my Tim's track. Yeah. And you know, rumor has it I stole the Tim's track from somebody else.
Okay.
From the 9. You know what I'm saying? And be very clear, nigga.
Yeah.
Stop, my nigga. Stop.
Okay.
You know who you are. If you do the research, you'll check it out.
I'm gonna have to do my research.
Do your research, but if it was shout out to Bub, shout out to Rini. He called me, was like, yo, let me tell you what I heard. And I was like,
They won. Shout out to Bub.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that was corny.
Yeah.
Nigga blocked me. He blocked me and everything. He blocked me and everything.
He blocked you?
Yeah, I think he really feels that I stole his record. So
wow.
I think he really feels that I stole his record, and there were 2 different levels of music.
Yeah, talk heavy. Pop that shit. That's one thing about Greenburgh guys. It don't matter what type of guy. Yeah, they pop it.
You hear the record, and if you can find the record and you hear his record, you know what I'm saying? But get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Beat it, Winflo.
Beat it.
I don't know. Hey, man, don't even give me the talking crazy because I got to do my research before I start popping it.
Yeah. Do your research and then you let me know how you feel about it. You let me know how you feel about it.
Don't walk up on me though, yeah.
And stop running with that narrative, bro. Stop running with that narrative.
Yeah.
Because the reality was, if he would have wanted to do it that way, I'd have said, fuck it, let's find a way to market this shit.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, make it make sense. Get me a stream, get you a stream.
Yeah.
But now, you know.
Yeah. Man, listen, man. Shout out to my man Shot, Grind 914, man. Grind 114, yeah.
Heavy. Shout out to GBA.
Oh,
shout out
you know it.
GBA. Shout out to Tails real quick. I gotta tell you,
Shout
Tails.
out to bro.
And, Tails' story should be a movie. His story could be a movie or something. Especially and it was crazy because you know what Tails went through. You know his story.
For sure.
And I remember Tails said to me, and it sticks out to me all the time. Tails said like, yo, why you? Because I stopped rapping for a minute. You know, I was chilling. You know, had some things going on. He was like, yo, why you stop rapping? He was like, what was it, life? And I was like. For somebody who went through what Tails went through and said to me, it was just like, I said, yo, you right, my nigga, thank you. Like, and that's little bro. So for little bro to say something to me, I was like, thank you. So shout out to Tails, man. Shout out to GBA,
shit, man.
bro.
Shout out to GBA. Shout out to the 4th Floor boys, man.
Fourth Floor was crazy.
Man.
Ice, what up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They would just walk in the crib. I walk in their crib. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, that's little bro. That's and it is a respectful little bro.
And I mean, listen, we way past that, and I can speak for them. They feel the same way, man. We big. Because I mean, in life you have all kind of influences. So
absolutely,
I respect all my influences, even from back then, good, bad, regardless of whatever the growth may be. Like, big bro is big bro for life, man.
That's a fact.
I don't got the little bro complex,
niggas is family.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So some people don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah, nah, they don't.
You know what I'm saying? It's never a negative. When it's love, it's not negative.
Not belittling little bro's age, and at the end of the day, y'all did first.
Right.
And
It's a respect thing. If I didn't fuck with you, if I didn't love y'all niggas, I wouldn't say little bro.
Absolutely.
Bro is a family term. It's not just a term you use for anybody. Yeah. It's a family term.
And I respect that more from you because you come from a solid family background. Y'all
Absolutely.
all about you beef for one hole, everybody all coming outside.
Everybody from Mikey to my grandfather.
Oh, yeah,
you know
for sure.
What I'm saying? So,
yeah, rest in peace to Mr. Hall, too.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
Solid.
He's with us.
Last topic before we get out of here, and I give you the floor for your final thoughts and let them know, where to catch up with you at. Let's talk about fatherhood, man. I'm looking at your hat, man.
Yeah.
Present fathers, and I mean, you had your father.
My stepfather.
Your stepfather.
My stepfather.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, all right. So, so present father. That's a brand that I'm doing some work with.
Right.
I'm about to have a code Gregg Self Code. Father's Day coming around. Father's Day
coming up. Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? My man Spank should have one of these for Father's Day.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
We gonna make it happen.
But
you know it.
so yeah, but fatherhood, man. You know, I had 2 boys. I got
Mm-hmm.
Xavier. I got Nas. X is 17. Nas is 4. Becoming a father made me grow up, bro.
For
Like
sure.
you know how it is. You know what I'm saying? So, and all everybody I know is a good dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this
Yeah.
whole notion about black fathers, be very clear, we're all great dads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I see in some there's stepdads.
Yeah, for
as
sure.
you know.
I do, absolutely.
As you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
You know
shout
what I'm
out to Lil
saying?
Bells,
So
man.
so you see like when I
mine.
see you or when I see you, when I see Woody, when I see Gemstar, Mikey, you know, everybody who has a kid, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope to me because I remember people saying, yo, like you made being a dad look so cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was just who I
Wow.
was, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just who I am. Like, my stepfather was there for me from the, you know what I'm saying? My father, we got the same name, but that's it.
For sure.
You feel me? Like, I
sure.
don't have no ties to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to say, like, I didn't have a dad growing up because I had a dad.
Yeah,
Me and my
shout out
brother,
to
we
his-
have a dad.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some don't, but at the same time, you know, being a father is the greatest thing, and you know that being a father it comes before being a rapper, before being a boxer, a podcaster, or anything that you want to do. Whether the amount of money it is, when you have your kids, that should change you. That should change you for the positive. And shout out to all the dope moms out there who and even like the baby moms who don't come in between the kids and their dads.
shout out
That
to them.
happens. That
That's
happens.
yeah, shout
I
out
lived
to
that
them,
life.
man.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the moms too, but you know, we dads, you know what I'm saying? And if you look outside, you see what happens when, you know, dad's not around.
Hello.
The positive
That's
and the
important.
negative. That's very important. So it
Yeah.
won't be mine unless I'm not here physically. I'm gonna be with my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Sitting here listening to you talk and bring me back, because you say your oldest is 17.
Yeah.
So I remember because we were still teenagers 17
Mm-hmm.
years ago. So we coming back from the Chinese buffet or something like that, and we'll see you pushing a stroller. You coming
Right.
with that 50 niggas up.
Right.
And you going right, you pushing right back across the street
Right.
with your little man, with little Nas, man. I'm just thinking, I'm like, oh, damn, I watched your son grow just
Right.
from afar, like just seeing you with him. You
Right.
always had little man with you.
Yeah, all the time.
He was
All the
always
time.
on
That's
the
my
end of
man's,
town.
and
Yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying. But again, like, so, and that also comes to show you like where we come from. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like I could, we'll be outside, like, you know what I'm saying. So I see y'all, that's family. Like,
Got
this
little
is-
man in the stroller, man.
Yo,
Yo, what up,
this is
little
your,
man?
This your family here. This
Yeah,
is your
now
family
you walking,
here.
yo, what up, little
That's
man? I
it.
dapped him up, you know,
It's
damn
your
every
family
year's
here.
life.
You know
That's
what I'm
tough.
saying? So, you know, and you know, you can't. How can I be me, or how can I proudly be who I am if I don't take care of my kids, bro? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even be around a dude that don't take care of his kids. I couldn't be cool with a female that don't allow that plays that bitter baby mom. I couldn't do that because that shit is too personal. It's too emotional, bro. That's all you got.
Energy is contagious. That type of energy is not even built.
You can't
It's not even
duplicate
humane.
it. You can't buy that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the
Nah.
love, like when you know your son, your daughter says daddy, it's a different thing.
Man,
It's different.
man. Who you telling?
It's different. You really a superhero to those kids, man. And you know, where we come from in Greenburgh, everybody it's our village.
Yeah.
It's our village. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I see one of your kids out, it's love. Like,
It's big
if
time.
you're not around, I got them.
Yeah.
And if
You
my
little
kids
such
ain't
and
around,
such. That's all
it.
day
There
in
you go.
America.
You need something, let me know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With your dad, cool, tell myself what's up. But if you need something, let me know. And I know, like, if my kids is outside and
Oh,
yo,
yeah.
I see Spanx, all right, cool, I'm good. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? So
Any of us.
that's where we come from, and that's what we do. And being a dad is the greatest, bro. So, you know, present dad. Shout out to all the dads out there.
Yeah, it's tough.
Stepdads, y'all deserve a little
Of
extra
course.
too.
You
You know what I'm
damn
saying?
right.
The uncles, the dudes that play the dad roles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Godfathers, all that shit.
All that. Still my
Grandfathers.
son's godfather. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
shout out to Bobby.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely,
Yeah.
bro. So, you know, that's what we do, man. I'm proud of you, proud of everybody. Like I said, like we know how crazy Woody is.
I was just thinking, I was there.
Woody the dad.
Woody is, I was crazy. Prom just happened. Shout out to little Janiyah too. That's his little cousin. She went to the prom.
That's right. My mom did Janiyah's dress.
Oh wow! See
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
my
Look
mom
at this.
did
It's
that.
all and Janiyah walks my son to daycare. So it's like it's
Yeah.
all one big
Tribe,
unit.
village.
And I
Mhm.
seen Laura, Miss Laura,
Miss Laura.
Woody, and then little Georgia Rose's daughter running and shit. And I'm just looking at Woody and I'm hearing him talk, and it just was a sight to see when you really know him. I'm like, oh, damn, he's gentle,
Right.
he's on point. He's not this reckless behemoth of a man that the streets got us chance to see. Like, I'm like, damn, he's telling his mom, watch, hold on, she about to fall. I'm like, look, he's attentive. Yeah. Every time I click on the story and I see them interacting, it's amazing. And,
same with you though. Same with you, bro. Like I know your story.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying, from being active and you know.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
When you was down a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so when those stories came back, it was like, damn, I hope bro, all right. You know what I mean? But like, you know, like I know like I said, make a phone call. Yo, Spanks, I need you to pull up real quick. It's war. It's on.
Right there.
You feel me?
Oh, you know
but
that.
When it's father time, it's a whole. It's not even. It's gentle, bro.
Yeah.
It's gentle, and all the homies is like that. Still with his daughter. Money Rich with his kids. Like everybody is very loving.
Is real good
Swells
with his kid too. Shout out to my nigga
Shout out to everybody from the town. We do what we do. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Bubs.
Dad, Bubs.
You know what I'm saying? His brother Darnell, Big Court, Troy, Rashad. Like everybody is we're dads, bro. We're dads for real.
We're dads.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we're all present fathers.
Yeah,
you feel me? So
that's amazing.
That's an ill punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, where can they find you at? What's next? What do you want to leave the Nothing's Normal audience with, man? You got the floor, man.
So, first off, Nothing's Normal podcast. I've been supporting since day one. I love it. I watched all the interviews. Shout out to Manop and Mark. You know what I'm saying, Marcus, because they mentioned me in as far as being inspirations. Everybody who mentioned me as far as inspirations, like I'm humbled by that shit. That means I'm doing my job. I appreciate that shit. Real. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for me, look up Gregg Self. I'm the only one. Nobody else should come up, no matter what it is, no matter where it's at. Look up Gregg Self. The album's coming out. We got Stainless is everything. Steely On, Cool Kid Dre, Money Rich, Cayende. Shout out to Max. Shout out to Sean. You know what I'm saying? So we rocking. We doing everything that we got to do. The albums are coming out. We dropped all those packs last year. All those packs are around. Steel's album, I'm already killing it. Dre's album. Dre's in Poland. He stayed out there for a year to do a whole bunch of shit. He's touring all over the place. They just came back. We going back out to Poland in August for a bigger festival. And, you know, we just going to continue to rock, man. Like, you know, continue to put out this music. I got the hood with me. Greenburgh is heavy with me. They always hold me down. That's a part of my inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Greenburgh puts the battery in my back. So we're just going to keep on going. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in Greenburgh doing something, from clothes to InvestFest, EYL to GBA. You know what I'm saying? You want to teach your kids how to fight, holla at Spanks.
Yeah, for
sure. You know what I'm saying? So everybody do what they do. We just gonna keep on going, bro. I want everybody to keep on going, whether it's a clothing line. I need everybody's clothing line. I need everybody's brand. I'm copping, I'm supporting. More pods, more shows, more tours, and more music, bro. Yeah. More music, man. I'm glad I'm here, man. I was amped when I got the DM. You know what I'm saying?
You should be amped. This is like basic cable, man. This is, like I said, this is.
But you know, listen, nothing's normal, but nobody normal gets up here. You got to be somebody to get up here. You know what I'm saying?
But so you can say that. You can say, because you somebody.
You got to put in some work to get up here.
That no secret.
You know what I'm saying?
Even if you never dropped another track, you did enough for me. Like I said, y'all played a big. All of y'all. I'm speaking for me, right? For what I seen. I mean, man, it was a pleasure to come to Manhattan Ave and get handshakes. Just even, man, I'd be here. Me and bro was just talking about this type of shit. We talk about this shit often. Shout out to Ice, but like just them days and different figures in the town who meant what. Yeah, you're definitely on that list, man. So,
I appreciate that. It means a lot. I worked to do that. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we can continue to keep this going, because whoever's next. You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do? Pretty soon, this ain't gonna be here. This is gonna be in a whole different space, a whole different area. The budget is getting. You see the setup? I'm the first with the setup. The budget's crazy now.
Shout out to Kurt, man, behind the camera.
Kurt killed that.
He got glasses and a beard now. He's not playing no motherfucking games. He ain't playing no games, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Big shit, man.
Big Greenburgh. R.I.P. Big Don. R.I.P. my brother. I miss you, baby. I love you. I miss you.
R.I.P. Don.
Bank.
Snap.
Lethos.
Earth. Lethos.
Yeah.
Bambi. Lucille. Tammy.
Big Frank.
Tanya. Frank. Big Frankie Williams.
You know it.
Marge. God damn. I don't want to keep naming people and just get to forgetting people.
We miss everybody. We love everybody. Everybody's a staple. Everybody's culture. Our Greenburgh love that we missed. Everybody that's gone and no longer here. You're still here. Your presence is here. Your name is being spoke all the time. You know, I always try to mention Don in my lingo and in my interviews, because that was my right hand. That was my brother. And, you know, unfortunately, he passed
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying, Don got a long time in life because he wasn't supposed to make it this far.
That was Big Bro, too.
Yeah.
That was Big Bro.
And Don loved everybody. If you ever pay attention, did you see the last thing he, like, either tweeted or put on Instagram? He prayed for the hood, bro. The last thing he did was pray for the hood.
I used to speak to Don all the Don, like you said, Don, he always checked on everybody. And then Don, you know, when our basketball team, Don was like one of the helpers and stuff like that. So, you know, I got a lot of Don. Everybody loved Don.
If Don was still here, I just want to tell y'all now, if Don was still alive, one, he'd have been my kid's godfather, my youngest kid's godfather. Unfortunately, he passed before I had my son. But Don would be on tour with me everywhere I go. I'd have took him with me everywhere I go.
He would have loved it. He used to love
absolutely.
helping all y'all. He just whatever he wanted, he would ask you, if you need me to help, I'm there. Don't give a fuck if you was coaching a basketball game, he'd hold the clipboard.
Right.
Football, he whatever you need him to do. He's with head, standing next to head.
All day.
It just was like you and everything. Don was just amazing.
So.
Man, that was amazing. So shout out to Sharonda, man. Shout out to his mom too.
Word. Shout out to the Gate was a huge family too.
Yeah, I love them.
Gate was a huge family. The Fraziers, the Gate was, the Fortes.
Yeah, the Leaks.
You know what I'm saying? The Leaks.
Campbells.
Yeah, we come from. Yeah, we come from.
A lot of y'all, man.
Our tribe is crazy.
Yeah,
Greenburgh is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate this, bro.
For sure.
Thanks for having me, man.
You know that, man. Thanks for coming, man.
You know it.
More to come.
Nothing's normal. You heard? Big bro. That's bro right there. My boy.